In Internet Invention, Gregory Ulmer tells us how we can craft the biography of our creative lives through a technique called mystery. Ulmer's own mystery has a particular thread that was woven in when he changed his major from economics and political science to English in college. His father told him that such a degree had no practical value, that poets were parasites living off the labor of others. Ulmer countered that poetry did add value to life, and he has spent his career trying to prove it. This piercing wound he received as a young man informs his theories of electracy. Ulmer contends that art, in its purest form, can make a practical contribution. And as someone who has always found punctum in words, in literacy, I was relieved to see that Ulmer does not dismiss the beauty of words, even in this electrate age. Since Ulmer writes in electrate fashion, it's difficult to pin down what he is saying, but I don't think he is dismissing words altogether. Since words are a huge component of my own mystery, I don't want to think about their importance diminishing. They have a punctum just as piercing as any image, especially when they're fashioned by an expert. Norman Cousins once said that words have to be crafted, not sprayed. They need to be fitted together with infinite care. On page 51, Ulmer seems to agree. He writes, "Think in terms of the survival of your words in the flood of language circulating in cyberspace. To be noticed and remembered, your writing needs to be in shape." Not all writing is poetry. Not all words have punctum. Ulmer points out that in a literate society, everything was defined as objectively as possible. Not much punctum there. There is punctum in this picture. The branches, unable, try as they might, to hoist themselves skyward. Camilleri sees a tree and adds her subjective point of view as she anthropomorphizes it into a sentient being, fighting to raise its heavy limbs. The branches come alive as they knot themselves in an effort of indecision. Punctum. In his haiku, Japanese poet Basho takes one leaf from a tree and creates with his words a mood that is not a tree at all. The tree becomes a symbol for loneliness. Each person seeing this kitty tree with one leaf left after an autumn shedding subjectively finds his own punctum in it. As Barth put it, "It is what I add to the photograph and what is nonetheless already there." For Basho, it is a loneliness. If we have this memory of loneliness already in our mysteries, Basho brings it to light. Now, we too can feel the same punctum from the solitary leaf clinging to the tree. With Basho and Camilleri's trees, the artists share their punctums with us, unconcerned about the subjective understanding we might have if we saw the same tree. When a visual artist draws a picture of a tree, we have the opportunity of bringing it into our own mysteries, adding it to the narrative of our lives. In my daughter's picture of a tree, She wanted to simply draw the 4 seasons and used a tree to depict the mood of summer, fall, winter, and spring. When I look at this tree, I see the joyous movement of someone delighting in life, because that is the essence of my daughter, and it comes through in much of her artwork. We both feel punctum in this tree, but it's highly individualistic, filtered through our separate mysteries. The electrate world is much more subjective than the literate world. In the electrate world, we continuously add to our personal mysteries whenever we are pierced by punctum. No longer is this sharing limited to professional experts like novelists or trained artists. We are now all sharing our punctums with each other through digital media. That is what makes poetry, whether in literate words or electrate images, important.